Okay, I think we're live. Good morning. It's Monday, March 29th. Welcome to the Monday edition of the Morning Buzz. We are rolling. See what kind of stream I've got going on here. How's that connection? Seems to be a little delayed. Not really sure what's going on. Testing, testing. Are we up and at 'em? Let me just check, see what it looks like. Uh-huh. All right. I think it's rolling. Okay, what a weekend, huh? How'd everybody do this weekend? The Brady House was, as always, uh, just a million miles an hour. Everybody moving. Um, it was dad duty this weekend. I had Allison gone, and so basically, what dad duty consists of these days is just the kids telling me where they're going to be and when they're going to be there, and so I just kind of run traffic control. Not really. They pretty much take care of me. So uh, we had a great weekend. We had an awesome Friday night football game. We had Templeton Eagles just absolutely dominated the field on Friday night. That was fun to watch. 42-0. The Eagles beat the Morro Bay Pirates. Um, Coach Crow, the staff, everybody, they did a great job of getting all the kids into the game, getting some different people some reps at different spots. So that was fun to watch. Crowd, everybody was maintaining their social distancing and wearing their masks, and the cheerleaders were back in front of the stands. So that was fun to watch. Just a great Friday night was just a great night. It's a lot of fun when the kids are winning, obviously, but just watching the kids do what they enjoy doing. And so, beautiful weather, no rain, and that was nice. Yeah, it was a great night. That game was out of control. So fun to watch. I actually posted the scores as they would score on the Morning Buzz Facebook channel, and so um, I know that if you were oh, and the other thing I did too was I was recording on my iPhone. I was recording all of the offensive plays, and so anytime that there was a score by Templeton, I would post the update of the score and then the video of the actual touchdown. So I don't know how long I can maintain that, but yeah, it seemed to work pretty good. It was pretty cool. I had a lot of good helpers on Friday, which was nice. We had two people down in the end zone working the end zone camera, and then two people up by the press box working working the camera and the iPad. And so it kind of freed me up and allowed me to kind of bounce back and forth, and then video, the backup video on the iPhone as well. So thank you to Jason Moore, Ben Swan, Randy Helmley, and Evan Moore also for helping out on Friday night. That was nice. If you guys want to volunteer, if anybody's interested in helping out with what we're doing on Fridays, please hit me up. I put my email down there. It's morningbuzzaroundtown@gmail.com. You can hit me up if you're interested in learning how you can volunteer the Templeton Eagles sporting events. I didn't get because my wife was out of town. I didn't get a snack bar update, boosters update, but I'm sure they did okay. The Spirit Shack had those sweatshirts for sale. I have an order. Somebody asked me to get them one, an XL. So, Mr. Mac, I texted you. I got to make sure to grab that from you this week. Those sweatshirts are cool because it's Templeton football on the front, and then on the back it's an American flag, and so really cool design by Mr. Max Class there. The other thing is the boosters. We're selling the banners. Maybe you've seen them around, but they're large banners that hang on a fence or on a house or a wall, wherever you want to hang it. Just says, wings up, go Eagles, stuff like that. It's a really cool way to show your support. Those banners are for sale. They're a fundraiser, obviously, for Templeton Athletic Boosters. And then myself, the Culture Initiative, the group that I'm a part of, we sell these tea flags. These tea flags are available. I carry them with me kind of at all times. Sold one to Joe's Place in Templeton on Friday. Or I think it was Friday actually. Thank you to Joe's Place in Templeton for supporting the Culture Initiative for Templeton High School. But basically, I'll read what this letter says. Since 2013, the Templeton High School Culture Initiative funds these and other important student programs. So they fund the freshman orientation, the Link Crew freshman mentoring and support group, the student-to-student tutoring, Wingmen School Spirit student team, equipment. They bought a defibrillator and public address system. Eagle Pride green flags flying proud on Main Street. That's these guys. Athletic banners for the stadium, motivational speakers, assemblies, encouraging local and global philanthropy, drug prevention and parent outreach, lunchtime activities to build teamwork and school pride. So that's the Templeton Culture Initiative for the high school. Big fundraiser that they're doing is selling these tea flags. So if you drive down Main Street, you see them all lined all the way down Main Street, these big tea flags. Well, we've got them for sale. They're $37.50, and there's about, I don't know, between $12 and $14 profit in there, and all that profit goes directly back into the Culture Initiatives Fund to support all of those activities that they do. So tea flags, get them while they're hot. Get them. I have them on me. Text me if you need one. I can deliver them. You can also email morningbuzzaroundtown@gmail.com if you want. A couple weeks ago, we had Kelly Reed Dalton on the show. She's the Templeton Heritage Tree Foundation, founded in 2018. They preserve all of our beautiful heritage oak trees. She's got that foundation, and so they're doing a Saturday the 17th at 11 a.m. on April 17th. They're going to be touring a private oak collection and discussing the varieties of oaks, learning about hybridization and native versus non-native oak trees. If you like to drink wine and eat cheese and learn about oaks, this is your time. So it's a suggested donation, $30 to $75, but that's Saturday the 17th at 11. I'll make sure to keep reminding you guys about that as we get closer to that date. What else? I got a little sun on my nose. I went out to the golf course yesterday at Paso, and a friend of mine was in town with his daughter who was playing. She played in the Junior Tour of Northern California. So Tavia, she finished third overall. She came in yesterday. She was 3 over par, and so she had a great match yesterday, a great round, and I had got to walk with her on the hole 18, and it was great. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. It was warm, and I got a little sun on my nose. So glad to be a part of that. And I mean, if you guys have never seen these girls play, she's 14 and she's about, I don't know, 90 pounds. She's tiny, and she just crushes the ball, hammers it. So that was really fun to watch, and they're super competitive. And so there was, I don't know, 100 kids out there. A lot of fun. So thanks to Paso Robles Golf Club for putting that on. That's cool that they host that event. And everybody came down from Northern California and just said that the golf club was in beautiful shape. So yeah, they do a good job. Mike and crew over there do a really nice job. So today at 7:30, we have Mr. Mack on the show. Mr. Mack's going to give us his daily update. And then we have Anthony Reed checking in with us 3 times. Anthony runs Paso Robles Incidents and Action, and he is the guy that updates that Facebook page and gives you all of the latest and greatest incidents and actions that are happening in and around the county. So Anthony's going to give us some headlines. What else? Hey, Saturday night at 15C was magical. And I'm not just saying that because my beautiful daughter was singing, but it was just a lot of it was a super nice night. The support that was shown to my daughter when in the form of friends and family coming out and having a glass of wine and sharing the evening with her was just really cool to see. So thank you to everybody who attended Abby's debut of singing and playing guitar. That was fun. So And Allie over at 15C, thank you so much for supporting local arts and independent musicians. And so I hope that you'll have her back. And it was the perfect night. The patio is real small, and it's just it's very quaint, right? It's very what's the word? I can't think of the word. It's comfortable, right? It feels good to be there. It's friendly. It's an inviting environment. It's open on, it's kind of open to Main Street, and there's heaters out there, and tables are spread out so people don't have to, crowd each other. It was just a really perfect setting for a nice night of music and singing and having some wine. So thanks again, LA15C. You guys rock. Uh, Great place, great night, and my daughter was very humbled by this love and support. So thank you. What else? Let's talk football real quick. I'll just kind of give you guys the rundown. St. Joe, obviously, is a good team this year. St. Joe beat AG 45-14. Paso came from behind and beat San Luis Obispo 29-22. Mission beat Atascadero 56-6, and so Paso, our good little friend Leo Kemp there, just dominated on the field. So it's going to be a fun game to watch, Paso versus Templeton this year. I can't wait. But our boys did awesome. They played very well. Coach Crow, I'm sure we'll learn on Wednesday from him, but I'm sure he was just thrilled. Everybody, I mean, they spread the ball around. Tyler Kacheski, it was 4 of 9 for 26 yards passing. So obviously didn't do a lot of passing on Friday. But everybody. Kale Lupnow had 1 touchdown. Josh Berna had 3 touchdowns. Tyler Kacheski had 1 touchdown. Overall, we had 451 rushing yards as a team. Josh Berna accounted for 133 of those. Tyler Kacheski, 177 of those. Kale had 56. Let's see. Isaac Pasquale had a touchdown. He had 51 rushing yards. He played a great game. I mean, just all over the map. Receiving, Kale had a catch. Stelsley had a catch. Garrett Goodman had 2 catches. I'm 515 all-purpose yards for the team. Total yards, just defense. The defense, everybody had tackles. Josh Hammers, Jordan Hammers, Will Evans, Noah Tedder, Austin Marquardt, Cody Blankenship, Johnny Pachon. I mean, everybody got in on tackles. Mason Barber, Cameron Lizareris, Anthony Fisher. You boys just really played well on Friday. So that was fun to watch. If you want to look at stats, you can go to maxpreps.com and type in Templeton Eagles, and that's where you can see where all the boys' stats are. But let's see here, Templeton's rankings, and that's the other cool thing that they do is they rank the teams, right? So Templeton's rankings we're number 271 in the state. We're number 27 in the Central region, and then in Division 4, we're ranked number 3. So that's as of today from Max Preps. And so really cool to see those boys. And again, if you want to see all the touchdowns, you can go onto the Morning Buzz Facebook page, and I posted them all on Friday night as they were happening. So you can kind of see if one of your kids was one that scored a touchdown. The video of it is on that Morning Buzz page. So make sure you share that too if the family is not on there and they want to see it. All right. So at this time, it's 7:14. We're going to check in with our good friend, Mr. Anthony Reed, who looks like he got a haircut. He got his ears lowered over the weekend. How are you, Anthony?
Good morning. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. Your hair looks good.
Yeah, I got my hair cut. I decided to cut off the old mop. So
I like it.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So do you go somewhere local or you just do it yourself?
No, actually, my dad did it. Shout out to him. He's watching this morning. So shout out to Charlie Reed. So
awesome. Very cool. Well, it looks good. He needs to open a little barbershop. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
speaking of barbershops, I saw Headhunters is shutting down, or they did shut down. Headhunters is on Spring Street,
Yep.
58 years in business. My Headhunter story, and I don't even know if I've told this story before, but my Headhunter story, I was maybe four or five, and Johnny, the barber in there, had at the time a handlebar mustache, and he had a broken leg or a broken foot, and so his foot was in a cast. And I just remember walking in there as a 5-year-old, and I was really scared because he had a broken leg. And so
Mhm.
I just cried and told my dad I didn't want to get my haircut. And so I never went back to Headhunters after that. That's my
That's,
Headhunter story. Yeah. But
that's great.
I got my hair cut for years at Continental on 13th Street, which is now
Uh-huh.
I think New Era, I think is there, or somebody else is there. But then in high school, I started getting my hair cut at the men's room over by the Smart and Final up there on Creston Road. So
Yeah,
um,
I go to normally get my haircut at Edwards Barbershop on 17th and Spring, right next to DK Donuts. Um,
okay,
but I haven't been there in the last year,
yeah,
just because of COVID and all that stuff.
sure. Well, you don't need to either anymore because obviously your dad's cutting your hair and it looks good.
Yeah, and he's watching. I don't know if you can see the comment, but he said, "Good morning, team." So
Oh,
he's
that's awesome.
so yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I gotta get these comments up. Figure out how we can run them on the chat.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, there we go. All right. So, was it a slow news weekend? What's going on?
Relatively, yes. There was a couple accidents. Excuse me. There was a fatal accident in Napomo. I don't have too much information on that. And also, there was a accident out at the Shalom Y, which is near Shandon on Saturday as well. So, involving a motorcycle. So, I don't have any information on that. It was kind of a busy weekend for me as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I have to report is just those two accidents. Although I do know for a fact that the accident in Napomo did have one fatal, and the one in Shandon involving the motorcycle was not. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I have to report. From a CHP this morning, they're just advising about foggy conditions, which it looks like it's going to be another warm week, as it was like yesterday. And so it's just the morning fog this morning. It should burn off by lunchtime,
Okay.
and we should have a nice rest of the day.
Yeah, I mean, in East Templeton right now, the sun is shining bright out there.
Mhm.
Sun rose at 6:52. It sets tonight at 7:22. So the days are getting longer. And we got a high of 79 out here in Templeton today. And then right now it's about, I don't know, 40, what is it, 47 degrees right now?
Yeah, it was like 83 or 84 yesterday here in Paso. It was a pretty nice day actually. So
Yep, it's that time of the year where it starts to get really beautiful here, right?
yeah, I was born in the springtime. Actually, my birthday's in April, so it's my time of year and I love it. So
Awesome.
it's all good.
Well, good deal. All right, well, check back with us here at 7:55. Let us know the latest.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Anthony. We'll talk to you. See ya. All right, Anthony Reed, Paso Robles incidents and action. He's got the latest greatest, but he's got that Facebook page that has over 6,000 followers. It's called Paso Robles Incidents and Actions. Hey, good morning, Mike Brenler. Yes, I've got my morning coffee too. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hey, Brenler, Mr. Brenler posted a ton of photos on Facebook yesterday. Let's see here. So if you want to go and check out his photos, you can. He's got 153 photos he uploaded from Friday night's festivities. Pretty cool. So we could just share my screen real quick, and maybe I can flash some of these out there. Start screen. Oh, what do I want to do here? Find it, start screen sharing. There we go. Okay, so here are some of Mike's photos from Friday. That's a cool shot. Look at the excitement on all of those kids. So much fun. Yeah, so Mike, this is a community service that he provides. Oh, that's a cool edit right there, with the off color like that. So Mike has a passion, obviously, for football, and his grandson's a player on the team, but he also has a passion for community and photography, and so he shares his talents with us on in the form of, capturing these great shots of all these kids. So cool. Yeah, it was a beautiful night, Friday night. It did get a little cold though towards the end, so it got super chilly. But just overall gorgeous night. Little to no wind at all. It was perfect football conditions. So very cool. So if you want to see Mike's pictures that he posts, you can go on his Facebook and look him up. It's pretty much he captures everybody. So really cool of him to do that. The video, Malcolm, there's a gentleman named Malcolm High who helps us out with the huddle video, the video that I do. But Malcolm got the approval from the staff at Templeton High School, which, by the way, thank you for that, Templeton High School staff, for allowing Malcolm down on the sidelines as part of the press to capture some video. And so Malcolm, I noticed, posted a 18-minute long YouTube video that showed that, just kind of highlights from Friday night. And I don't think I can't play that back to you guys on my end, because it'll just show the video. I won't have the audio on that. So maybe Malcolm, if you're watching, and you can share that file with me, I can download it to my computer and then play it for everybody on the show tomorrow, or even later today if we can get that figured out. So, but Malcolm High posted a 18-minute kind of recap video of Friday night's events. Friday was awesome. It was just a great night. So, what's happening today? Not much really. It's a regular Monday, Monday, March 29th. And so 18 years ago today, I was at my in-laws' house. We were cooking. We were having hamburgers, and Allison was pregnant with Abby, and she started to kind of feel like she was going into labor. And sure enough, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning on the March 30th, which is tomorrow, we went to the hospital, and Abby was born 18 years ago at Twin Cities. So that's tomorrow. So today is the eve of my daughter's 18th birthday, and I don't know how that happens, because I'm still 24. So how do I have an 18-year-old? It's just the weirdest thing. Yeah, it goes fast. It goes super fast. So parents, if you're watching and you've got little ones, like, embrace every single moment, because before you know it, they're playing guitar at a wine bar and they're 18 years old. Yeah, insane. So can't wait to celebrate my daughter's 18th birthday tomorrow with family and friends. So I'm just 18. Wow. Today, what's happening? We have not much. We've got a makers night in Paso at the Gatherings Emporium. It's a kind of a crafts night that they put together. If you have crafts that you want to take on there and work on it, you can, or they have stuff available for you to do crafts. It's from 6 to 8, kind of a cool thing that they do. It's 1335 Park Street in Paso. There's drawing classes happening today at Centennial Park, 3:15 to 5:15. This is for ages 5 and 6-year-old. It's a program. It's an ongoing program with multiple dates. The cost for that was $100, and I think you could still register. But if you go on to Paso Robles Parks and Rec's website, you can see more about it. Obviously, it's Holy Week with Easter coming on Sunday. St. William's has Mass this morning at 10:30. And St. William's is in Atascadero, and so they'll have a daily Mass all week if you feel inclined to go down there. Boy, I got to be honest, Atascadero losing to Mission 56-6 is, I mean, I like every time the Greyhounds lose. I'm not going to lie, but they've got a kid. Cole Tanner is a stud, and he is, I think, one of the best student athletes on the Central Coast. He's just a phenomenal player, and so we tried for years to get Cole and his family to move to Templeton, but they didn't want to. His mom's a Greyhound, and so she wanted him to wear the gray and orange. So I don't blame her for that. But Cole's a stud. So Cole, if you're listening, keep pushing, keep working hard. I know you're better than what the score reflects. So you are just a hard-working young man and a good kid. So keep it up, keep your head up. Don't let those losses get you down, because every day you get a chance to start over. So Atascadero, let's hope that they start to turn the corner there. Mission, again, Mission's filled with great kids in our county. A lot of North County boys are on that Mission team. So we love all those kids, the Luera boys, the Kardashian, all of these kids are just great kids. So really exciting to see these kids coming up through the ranks in the programs and just doing what they love to do. And then, of course, Leo and Paso, we love you, little Leo. He's not so little anymore, but he's a stud too. So I would venture to say that he may be up for North County Athlete of the Week, Leo Kemp. He's just killed it on for Paso on Friday night. So congratulations to you, Leo. Mr. Max coming up at 7:30. We have a busy week for all kinds of stuff happening with regards to the high school and the schedule of sporting events and other things going on. Obviously, Thursday night's board meeting didn't go as planned or the way a lot of us would have hoped it to have gone in regards to getting the kids back full time. We're still trying to reach out to Jordan Cunningham to get him on the show to talk more about that Assembly Bill AB 98 that was referenced by a couple of the parents to the board. And so, I'd like to get some kind of insight, some professional insight from somebody like Assemblyman Cunningham, who can come on and further explain really what that AB 98 means. And so emotions were running high, obviously, Thursday night moving into Friday. And so now that we've had a few days to kind of decompress and think through, the board's actions, and then you think about it, right? We've got spring break coming up for these kids here next week, I believe. And so maybe give us a little time to just kind of regroup and come back to the table with some type of alternative plan. But the board did leave it open to saying, hey, look, we're not going to shut down the concept completely. We're just not planning for it right now, right? And so they are really open to doing what's best for the kids. And obviously, everything that they've done has been with that intent as well. And so right now it's 7:29. Mr. Mack is in the waiting room. He's ringing the bell. All right, let me let him in. Matt McFarland in the house.
Hey, good morning, Mike.
What's happening? How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the week before spring break.
Good weekend?
Man, it was a busy weekend. Yeah. Lots of stuff going on in the life of THS.
Right. Oh, baseball happened.
Yeah.
Softball and baseball.
Yep.
All right.
Baseball, big win, 5-1. They're now 2-0. Merrick Hall on the mound to start the game, and he did a great 3 innings. Gave up, no runs, had 4 strikeouts. Then Robbie Lardner came in. I love watching that guy come in. And he 4 strong innings, gave up 1 run, 7 strikeouts. 71 out of 91 pitches were strikes.
Really?
Yeah.
So he threw 91 pitches in 4 innings?
No, between the two pitchers.
Got it. Okay.
And then, offensively, Merrick Hall, Trent, who you had on,
yep.
Maybe you need to keep having him on because they both had 2 hits. Merrick went 2 for 3 with a triple. Trent went 2 for 4 with an RBI. Had a great play at the plate in the first inning where JB behind the plate and Ryan Dominguez threw him out. This guy trying to take liberties and take home plate, but no,
wow.
Got him at the plate. So yeah,
awesome.
Great game for the guys.
So cool. Yeah, I saw Coach Tony Domingos on Saturday night. He came out to Abby's show and was just talking about the team. And yeah, they are a great group of kids.
Yeah.
On a mission this year. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like they got ripped off last year with an amazingly strong start. Only 1 run they gave up in 6 games, and they really look like they were the team to beat last year.
Were they 6-0?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and multiple no-hitters, and I mean it was a shame to have that season cut short. But
so
here's their.
Do we know, are any of the football players going to play baseball once football's over? Or is that out of off the table at this point?
I mean, it's a possibility.
Okay.
But based on, football's still got 5 weeks or something, 4 or 5 weeks left.
Yep.
I don't know. That's a long way to go. And then switch gears when you're, I don't know, probably halfway through the baseball season. I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
We have 5 games left. So we play AG at home this Friday.
Yeah.
We play St. Joseph away next Friday.
Yeah.
We play Paso at home on the 16th. Wow.
That's going to be a great game.
Mm-hmm. And then we have San Luis on the 23rd. And then Rigetti is our last game at home on the 30th. And so, yeah, 5 more games. That's a packed schedule.
Yeah. And the teams they're going to be playing are, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's really coming now.
So I did see on Friday night outside of the stadium on public property, there were multiple families and friends and kids. And, I mean, my friend from out of town was here with his daughter for a golf tournament. And he was asking if he could go to the game. And I said, well, you can't come into the game, but if you park on the street, you can look. And so him and his kids were watching the game kind of through the fence for a little bit. But yeah, great to see the support out there, even though the kids aren't allowed to come in and the families aren't allowed to come in. I know that everybody is still watching and rooting for the Eagles. And so, and the live stream sounds like it worked great. I had maybe one person say that somebody couldn't get on, but for the most part, everybody else was able to get on and watch. And so, yeah.
That's great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on?
Well, we also had softball over the weekend. They lost a heartbreaker. They lost 6-5 to AG. They gave up 4 runs in the top of the 3rd. That's always tough to bounce back from. But then then bottom of the inning, they came up with 4 of their own. All tied up 5-5 going into the last inning, 7th inning, and AG hit a solo home run, 6-5, and the girls just couldn't answer. So they took the loss, but a good outing for them nonetheless. We also had track on Saturday, and it's a little different this year because the track teams are significantly smaller, and when they're not playing, they're not running against 6 schools or 10 schools. It's just their school meets like cross country, so it's a little bit different. But guys won 55-18 and girls lost, man, close 35-31.
What are our strong events that we are Templeton's good at right now?
Yeah, well, I would tell you that when it comes to throwing, Chase Richards, guy's a beast, absolute beast.
So is he doing track?
Oh yeah, well he's doing the shot and the discus.
Okay, so he's playing Friday night and then competing on Saturday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's not the only one doing that kind of stuff. Like who else? Marin Grinley is playing soccer and then turns around and does track. Ava Lawrence was doing cross country, then jumping in the pool. So was Josh Bell. And Nicholson, John Nicholson is doing track, and I think he's doing soccer too. I haven't gotten to a soccer game yet, but
yeah.
And Berna, he ran. I mean, obviously he got over 100 yards rushing on Friday, and then Saturday he set a new personal best in the 100-meter, won the race 11.3.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so to
crazy.
see those guys, see how versatile those guys and girls are, where they can, do one sport that uses one set of muscles.
Yeah.
I mean, Berna, same muscles, but I think Berna's like looking left and right, waiting for somebody to try to take him out while he's running the 100. It's got to feel a lot easier when he's got a straight line and everyone's staying in their own lane. That's
yeah. No, he. I think he likes to. Did he like lower his shoulder and hit anybody else running with him?
He didn't, but he looked a little freer. His arms were like this, When
Right.
you watch him running the ball, he's holding it tight. That guy does not give up that ball.
No,
So,
he's a beast.
Yeah, I'm going to send you, Mike. Maybe tomorrow we can. I got a clip of the 100-meter, his 100-meter 11.3. So
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
I'll get that for you for tomorrow.
We have. I just got a text right now. Girls tennis. I'm going to have 4 seniors on tomorrow.
Oh,
They're
all right.
going to come in and talk about what's going on. I think we're going to do in the 7 o'clock hour because they have class at 8. So
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get back to her. Nicole is the
Coach
tennis
Nicole.
coach.
Zundel,
Yeah.
that's great. This is their last week, and they got two road matches. Both,
Mhm.
I think it's Pioneer Valley, and they win those 2, and they run the table. They go undefeated for the season.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And really weren't challenged, to be honest. I mean, they maybe some close matches, but 7-2 against Mission, and then turn around and beat them 9-0 when they came here. They're tough. They're tough.
Yeah. Hey, did you know that on Friday I was sharing the touchdowns as they were happening? I was posting the video.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll let's see here. Because that was the feedback that we got was that nobody knew the score when watching the live stream.
Got it.
So I was just posting the video of each score. Like this one is, I think, Isaiah.
Yeah, such a great run. Way to go, Isaiah.
Yeah, look at that. How cool. So
Yeah,
that's
there I am.
Isaiah,
I saw me, Mike. I saw
what-
me right on the sideline. There I am,
right there.
right by the time.
Yeah, there you are.
So I've got the ground level vision of that too. If you want that video,
Oh yeah. Who's number 3?
3's Kale up now.
Kale, that's right. Look at that run.
Well, that's great that you did that, Mike.
Oh, these are so cool. Man, these kids they played so well. Look at that run.
Yeah, I was on the sideline. There I am again. I was on the sideline, and we were trying to count how many guys had their hands on him at some point. I mean,
Right.
7 guys at some point touched him. The
Oh,
one thing about our runners, it just seems like, and I don't know if this is just naturally in them or if this is something that our running back coaches or whatever work on, but their legs are always pumping, and they just keep going. They don't
Mhm.
like they ever slow down, and they're just as happy to run over you as they are run around you.
They're just really gifted athletes, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's see here. This is might be a Berna score right here.
Yeah, better chance than not that it's going to be Berna running in.
Yeah, look at this. What I was impressed by was the number of athletes that scored. Right, Berna had 2, Kale had 1, Isaiah had 1, Kacheski had 1. I mean, they spread it out,
Yeah.
which is really fun.
Hey, it was a great highlight was to watch Landon Miller. I don't know if you know Landon. Landon is a man. He is a great soccer player. Okay, I loved watching him play soccer last year, but he jumped over to football this year. And then I don't know if this was his first time on the field or not, but he got in the fourth quarter, and I was watching the whole thing because I'm friends with the family and stuff, and I'm watching him, and he picks off that pass. Oh man, he had to be just on cloud 9. And I know Marcy and Shad were in the crowd, and they had to just be going crazy when he caught that interception.
Well, the coaches love Landon because he's just so fresh, and this is his first, but he's a great athlete, and so they're all excited about Landon, which is really cool.
He's such a nice kid. I mean, all those guys are, but man, he is so polite and so kind, and then to see him get out there, and those guys change demeanor when they enter the field.
Right?
They're going to war.
For sure.
When you get off the field, they're just their happy-go-lucky selves again. But
that's a testament to our coaches. They get them war ready, right? So, Dave Johnson is I think he's the running backs coach. Dave's awesome. Yeah. He's a stud. He connects well with those kids, and just gets them kind of prepped mentally. But yeah, you're right. Like, there's something about our running attack where all of those kids just keep their legs moving no matter what.
Yeah.
And then Parker Goyne had a nice interception, which was great.
Yeah.
Especially coming out of last week where he kind of went down and got injured. He came out of the game the first week with I don't know if he fell wrong, but he was okay.
Yeah.
So to come back this week and get that INT was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, and that ball just popped out. I mean, right? I mean, it was
right.
Just perfect. Yeah, that was just perfect. Timing couldn't have been any better.
Oh, I'm looking at your newsletter here. We got a packed week, don't we?
Oh man! And you know what? I left one off. My bad on that. We also have girls tennis. Girls tennis plays Thursday.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got football, swim, baseball, softball, volleyball opens up. I mean, and then tennis and girls soccer. And shoot, I may miss somebody else. 5 o'clock in the morning, it's hard to.
I've heard a rumor that our JV girls volleyball team is no joke. So I have a little inside scoop, but apparently that they came to play. So we might be in for a fun volleyball year.
Yeah, our volleyball program is always super strong, and and of course it starts from the bottom up. Got to get those girls ready for when they hit the varsity level.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I understand our JV team. They're just a factory of creating great volleyball players.
Just pumping them out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So swim, baseball, softball, tennis, volleyball. Man. All right. So here's the Clash of the Coast trophy that we kept in the Eagle's nest.
That's right.
Okay. There it is.
It's another year. Yeah.
Awesome. And no injuries, right? I don't think we had.
So. Yeah, I don't think so.
We had somebody down for a minute, but
I think that was Fish.
Yeah, Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that straight arm, man. That straight arm right there on the one you just passed with a hand on the helmet.
Yeah.
Chewy is too much.
Crazy. Yeah, these are great shots. These are the shots that you took.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. How was the Morro Bay? I didn't hear. Were they respectful, good team, or was it a dirty game? Do we know?
I don't know. I mean, I was on the sideline for most of the game, and I didn't hear anybody talking about anything dirty. And they always do the polite handshake, the good sportsmanship at the end, and all of that. So, I think it all went pretty good. I think you're more likely to get some of that when it's 42-41 than it is 42-0.
Right. Yeah, for sure. No Pirates flags got raised on our flagpole.
No, that ship got sunk. I mean, there was no way, there were no flags going up on this campus.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
What other activities besides sports this week?
Yeah. Well, we had our freshman water balloon toss last week, and that was great. We had elections last week, and we are tabulating the votes and should have those official release of votes on Wednesday.
Okay.
With all of our candidates. We are doing signups this week for our spike ball tournament. And that's something we annually do here, and get quite the turnout normally. Last year's winners, Mr. Diodati and Mr. LaSalle, but we have a rule that once you win, that dynasty has to be split up. So those guys are both looking for different partners, and we're hoping for anywhere between 16 and 32 teams. So just a great way for kids to get to meet some new people and be competitive and fun and that sort of thing. We finished up drama this weekend, and so we're sorry to see that go. They always do such a great job.
That's their last show for the year, right?
Yeah, their last big production. They're always putting things together, on a smaller scale. But in terms of the big productions, yeah, that was it.
Okay, all right. I'm just scrolling through these pictures here from the track meet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, so we're gonna have on this week. I'm gonna hopefully by Friday get somebody ASB president for next year in.
Yeah, absolutely. I will work that out for you. That's Helia Bouchon. We already know that one. She ran uncontested. So I think any day you want, Mike, I can make that happen. But it would have to be before 8. So
would it be something where I can get her to come after Wednesday so she can talk through the elections and
sure
and announce who else got elected?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, that'd be great.
Maybe on maybe Wednesday morning. She'll have the results on Wednesday morning. If you want her to release the names first on the Mike Brady show.
Yes, that's right. The Morning Buzz.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good deal.
I'll see if I can get her on Wednesday for you to release the winners.
We've got girls tennis coming in this week. We've got ASB president next year and election results. Who else is coming on this week? Shauna Soltero is going to come on and talk boys soccer. We couldn't get her on last week. She had a little bit of a technical glitch. Same with Mrs. Argain. For some reason, I can't figure out why you are the only you and Mr. Lewis are the only ones that are able to access the feed. We got to get Coach Crow's feed fixed and Mr. Argain as well.
Or Mike, if you can pull some strings and just make it so that I don't have a first period class, those guys could always use my computer and we could solve that problem.
Right? Yeah, there you go. I don't think I have that much clout over there.
I don't know about that, but all right. Yeah, I'll see who else we might be able to get for you. We should get some other sports for you there. We could get we can get some swimmers for you. Softball, if you you already had Alyssa on for softball.
Yep.
Volleyball, or track and soccer, girls soccer or track. Marin Grinley is she's a great track star and soccer player if you're interested.
Yeah, for sure.
Or you could get the English sisters. Both of them play varsity.
They're a little too intense for me. I don't know. They scare me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. No, they would be great to get on. Yeah, they could. They're doing soccer and volleyball, right?
Yes. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get them for you.
Okay. Cool deal.
Maybe I'll get back to you because I know they open up tomorrow. Maybe a little pregame or postgame. You tell me what you'd want.
All right, you just shoot me a text and I'll get them in for sure.
Okay.
All right. Have you heard any updates? I got to check in with the CI group to see how we're doing on flag sales.
I don't know. I don't.
Okay. I'll get some updated numbers, but I know that they continue to fly off the shelf. So that's exciting. But well, cool. I will probably see you and talk to you later on today, Mr. Mack.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Mike.
All right, have a
Take
good
care.
day.
All righty. Thanks.
See ya. Thanks. All right, that's Matt McFarland. He's the activities director and ASB advisor for Templeton High School. He puts out his newsletter every single day-ish, most of the days, but they come out around 5:30 in the morning. If you want to get on that list, it's mmcfarland@templetonusd.org, and it's this this daily newsletter that I showed you in the screen share. It's just a really cool kind of daily update for all things Templeton High School sports, and so just a fun newsletter that you can sign up for to get in your inbox every single morning that it's out. So very cool. So thank you again, Mr. Mack. Mr. Mack's with us every single day at 7:30 to share all things Templeton athletics and activities. And so today we've got our weekly check-in with Mr. Joe Farley, the athletic director for Templeton High School. Joe Farley's in at 8:15. What other weekly guests are we having in? Tomorrow we have our principals update at 8:30. Mr. Aston's going to check in with us. And then Wednesday, we've got Eric Lewis and Coach Crow and the district office update. And then on Fridays, we have Melissa Johnson from Templeton Parks and Rec check in with us too and give us her update. They had we'll have to ask her how it went, but they had a clinic on Saturday. I believe it was Saturday. They had a clinic for teaching umpires, teaching people how to umpire. They're looking for umpires to volunteer. It's a paid position. You get anywhere from $30 to $50 per game. And they had this clinic on Saturday that just taught you how to become an umpire. So I'm sure they're still looking for umpires for softball and baseball. And so at any time, if you want to get more information, you can email me, morningbuzzaroundtown@gmail.com, or you can call Melissa Johnson's office, 805-434-4909. Melissa Johnson's in charge of the Parks and Rec department, and she does a great job, and she's also a Templeton Eagle. So she's always down to take care and support the kids in our community. So Melissa does an awesome work with her staff over there. So thanks, Melissa, for everything you do. We can't wait to talk to you on Friday. In the meantime, what else we got? So girls tennis is going to check in with us tomorrow, sometime between 7 and 8 probably. And then we'll have a baseball update again this week, and then another softball update, and then lots of other sports updates too. So in case you're just joining us, good morning. It's the Morning Buzz. It's the Monday edition, week 4. We're doing this. This is the 4th week in a row. This is the 4th Monday that we've done this show. And so this show is Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. This show, this platform is a community platform for you guys to just be, get the information you want, get the news you want. If you have stuff that you want me to talk about, all you have to do is send me an email. Let's see, there's my email address right there. I've just like this. I've got this email from Kelly Reed Dalton, and Kelly sent me an email saying, hey, can you announce this to the community? And I said, sure. And so it's as easy as that. morningbuzzaroundtown@gmail.com. Send me anything that you want to get out to the public. And this is our platform to spread news, information, positivity, and of course, build the community. And so with that being said, it's 7:54. We're going to check in with Mr. Anthony Reed. Anthony Reed runs Paso Robles Incidents and Actions. It's a website, or it's a Facebook page that is dedicated to just giving you all of the latest news and information, incidents that are happening in the North County or in the entire county. Anthony is always available if you need to report an incident. you can text him at 805-423-1541. But Anthony does a great community service for us to report all the things that are happening in and around the county. So good morning, Anthony. Welcome back.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right. So anything new to report in the last 40 minutes?
It is a slow but steady morning in the North County.
Perfect. That's good stuff. All right.
Nothing really to report. CHP isn't reporting anything hazardous that needs to be publicized. They're just doing their routine maintenance, kind of standby thing on the side of the highway to make sure that everyone goes slow in the cone zone. I remember that from when I was in driver's ed.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so, much over that, not much from the sheriff's department either, regarding anything that is in danger to the public. So it's just a Monday morning, so it's, the sun is poking out now in Paso, so it's warming up. It's going to be a great day here in Paso.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, thanks. We'll check back with you in an hour.
Sounds good.
All right, Anthony. Thanks. That's Anthony Reed, Paso Robles Incidents and Action, North County Incidents and Action. He reports all the things that are happening in and around the county at any given time. So he checks in with us 3 times daily, 7:15, 7:55, and 8:55 as well. And so here we are, the 4th Monday of the Morning Buzz. When I started this program, I was thinking to myself, I don't know how long it's going to go. I don't know if it's going to be a long-term thing. It's a project that I wanted to start as a kind of public service to just create this platform that was centered around all things Templeton, North County. And so 4 weeks into it, I'm happy to report that we're getting a lot of people that are commenting and interacting with the platform and building the community. So thank you so much for the support. You guys have been great, and it's only as good as the information that you give me. And so, please, anytime that you have anything that you want to share with the community, if you want to come on to the program, all you have to do is email me, morningbuzaroundtown@gmail.com. or you can DM me here at the Morning Buzz, and we'll get you in. We'll get you on the show. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. Like on Friday, we were supposed to have Shauna Soltero on to talk about boys soccer, but also the virtual Easter egg hunt that she does. She was unable to connect because of a technical thing. And so, that stuff happens, and we try to figure it out. So Shauna is going to come on the show this week. We're going to try our best to just figure out how to make sure that we get her on. Same with Coach Crow. Coach Crow committed to checking in with us once a week. And unfortunately, we've been unsuccessful with getting his video to work. So he's called in each of the last 3 weeks. And so the audio on the phone has been great. But, there's something to be said for seeing the face as well. And so hopefully we'll get that dialed in. And again, Mrs. Argain, we had originally planned on doing a Monday motivation segment with Renee Argain, because if you know Miss Argain, she's just a bright ray of sunshine that just brightens everybody's day up over at the elementary school. And so, we're hoping to kind of make sure that she can get on and spread that to you guys as well on Monday mornings. But we've just been super unsuccessful with getting that set up with her. And I was supposed to go by there on Friday to help her with it. However, because Allison was out of town and I was doing double duty with dad stuff and then Coach Crow's football stuff and then the Morning Buzz stuff, it just became a thing. And so I just didn't have time to go do it. But I will get by there this week, Renee, if you're watching. So what else is going on? So today's Monday, the 29th. It's the eve of my daughter's 18th birthday. I know it's crazy to think about the fact that I have an 18-year-old and it goes fast. And so I'm spending a lot of time reflecting here this morning about what that looks like and the fact that in 2 years, my wife and I will have no kids in our house, which is going to be really strange. So, yeah, It does go fast, you know, and that's why you think about volunteering with the school stuff and doing all of the things around the community with the schools. And it's like, by the time your last one graduates, you're just wiped out, I would imagine. And so we've got a lot of people that are part of these boards and these boosters and clubs that help support the kids' activities. And you know, the culture initiative has a board that has a few members on it that they have kids that are already gone and done with the system, the school system, but they're still a part of this program. And so, you know, constantly trying to filter in new people to help volunteer and build that experience for those kids while your kids are in the school system. And so, obviously, if you ever want to get involved and support and do anything in regards to volunteering for the schools, they would I know any organization would love that that support. And so you can email me. I've got a personal line that can connect us with the CI, with the boosters, with the FFA, you know, the ag department there at the high school. So lots of ways to get involved and volunteer to become a support and part of your child's educational experience, and just not even really just educational, but the experience, the high school experience, right? And middle school as well. So lots of different ways to get involved. And our community is great. You know, we have just a ton of involvement, community involvement by a ton of parents all the time. And so it's really fun to be a part of a small community. And just, again, like Saturday night, it's a great example. You know, my daughter's playing guitar and singing at a wine bar, and you know everybody in the crowd because you guys are all there supporting my daughter, and we go and support your kids, and it's just a great community environment. So Templeton, one of the last great small towns in the US, I think, right? Let's preserve it. Let's keep it the way it is. It's just a special place. So um, we also had Irish Oaks in last week. Irish Oaks Ranch came in. They did a farm check. It's so I'm gonna play that farm check. It was really cool because um oh yeah, and I need to talk about my health journey this morning. So I'm trying to think, do I want to talk health right now or do I want to do the farm check? Let's replay that farm check. If you missed it last week, Irish Oaks Ranch came in. They did a segment with us that hold on, I'm pulling it up here. Checked in with us to talk about all the things that they do on their ranch. Irish Oaks Ranch raises farm animals to eat. They also raise goats to produce their goat's milk products. They do soaps and lotions and lip balms. They have a store that they just opened up in the store that they opened up is in where is it? It's in Atascadero. Thank you. And so they have this store where they feature all of the stuff that they make, right? And you can also order the beef and all the other stuff as well. So let's see here. I'm going to play this and we will be off to the races. Where'd it go? I just lost it. There it is. So 7:59, Matt Garrett from Irish Oaks. I was just told there's no sound on my playback video. Why is there no sound? That's weird. That's a bummer because this interview is great with Matt. Let me see if I can figure out how to get that sound going. I don't know. It worked last week, but for some reason it's not working this week. Oh, now I hear me. Where's that coming from? I don't know. Technical glitches. Here we go. It's just it's a Monday. So let's turn this screen off and we'll just go with it. All right, so I'll figure out how to get that sound up and replay that video of Matt Garrett at Irish Oaks Ranch because it's a cool farm update. He gives us a tour. And in case you missed it on I think it was Friday or Thursday, we had him on. It's just a really cool segment with lots of animals in the background and goats and chickens and roosters, and it's a total small town kind of cool thing. So anyways, we'll talk more about that. I'll get that going at some point. But that's Matt Garrett, Irish Oaks Ranch. If you want to check out his place, let me see here. Go to Instagram. It's at Irish Oaks. So he's got beef and pork and poultry and lamb meat that he raises. It's all for sale. If you go to the Mercantile, you can order it there. You can pick it up there. He's also got the handmade soaps that his son Aiden makes. So they have a really great operation, and all of their stuff, their soaps and everything, they've moved all of the manufacturing of that from the house over to the Mercantile itself. So you can go there any given time and actually watch them physically making their products, which is really cool to do. So, all right, it's 8:08. We're going to have Mr. Joe Farley checking in with us at 8:15, the athletic director for Templeton High School. He's going to give us his weekly update. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about my health journey, what's going on with me, and there's a challenge going around that I think I'm kicking off today. This is a 75-day challenge that Amanda Moore, if you know Amanda, she's doing it. It's called the 75 Hard Challenge. She's doing like this super regimented, crazy thing. And so I'm going to see if I can share that with you guys right now. Where is it? Yeah, so I started to get really in shape here at 41 years old 2 years ago. And in the past 6 months or so, I've just really let it go, if you will. Is that the right way to say it? Yeah. But here's Amanda's. I'm sharing her. Where is it? I just lost it. There we go. I'm sharing her her chart. So she's doing. She doesn't know I'm sharing this information with you, but anyways, so her daily thing is she's doing an eating plan of gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free. Okay, no sugar. She's doing 2 45-minute workouts, no cheat meals. She's taking a progress pic every day, and she's drinking a gallon of water, and then doing 10 pages of reading. So when I asked her, okay, so 10 pages of reading, can it be reading like news articles and, stuff like that, newsletters? And she says, no, this is actual physical books that have like real papers that you turn that you have to read. And so she was going to start today, I think, and then she started on Friday. So it threw me off because I was going to start with her and have like this accountability thing happening every single day. But then she started early and I wasn't prepared to start early, but I'm starting today. I think the gluten, dairy, and sugar-free thing is going to be super easy and way more. It's going to be very beneficial. She does not drink alcohol. So that's why she didn't put no alcohol on her chart. So that's going to be something that I'm I quit. I did no alcohol for 1 full year, 365 days, and I looked back at the the pictures that I had of myself when I had no alcohol in my system, and you have your eyes, just they were the whites in your eyes are whiter. Your skin looks healthier. Just and we're not excessive when it comes to like alcohol abuse or whatever, but we live in wine country, and so we have beer and wine at our disposal, and so we're always including it in anything we do, right? And so, but the year that I did no alcohol was absolutely amazing. It was a game changer for me, and so that I think is something that this 75 hard challenge that Amanda's doing is, and I'm starting today, is going to be with no alcohol. And so it's going to be interesting, but one day at a time, right? So here we go. 2 45-minute workouts. The lab, the gym where I work out, and a lot of you guys work out, the lab, I used to do the 4 a.m. club. Trying to figure out how I'm going to fit in the 4 a.m. club with the morning buzz, because I wake up at 4:30 to prep for the show, to get everything in alignment. So if I do the 4 a.m. workout at the lab, that'll get one of my workouts done. I'll probably only do one workout a day. So I'll do an hour and a half a day. So if I go 4 a.m. to 5:30 at the lab, get home by 6, that gives me an hour to prep for the show, and then get live from 7 to 9. But the problem is then I've got to do more show prep after the show. And then in order to get to the gym by 4, you're going to bed at like 8:30 at night, 9 o'clock at night at the latest. And the hard part about that is that's the only time that my family's all home together, right? And so I'm trying to figure out what the optimal time would be to be going to the gym. But the 4 a.m. workouts were amazing because the camaraderie, the group that I was a part of there, the 4 a.m. club, I mean, those guys and girls got after it. They held each other accountable. It's a great team, good team building. And it's the hardest thing you'll do all day. But once you're out of that routine, you're out of it. And that's been my biggest problem is I got out of the routine, and it's just tough for me. And so, I mean, this is the battle that we all go through, right? Mentally and physically and emotionally. It's just getting that switch flipped back on to move forward. And so that's where I'm at right now. Amanda posted this challenge, and I thought to myself, you know what? If not now, when, right? If I'm not going to do it now, when am I going to do it? And this COVID thing has really kind of thrown a wrench into everybody's daily life over the last 13 months, 12 months. And so if not now, when? And now is the time. And so yeah, no gluten, no dairy, no sugar. And I don't do dairy that much anyways. Well, I take that back. I eat a lot of cheese. I love cheese. But I have a feeling that this will be something that if I'm tracking and holding myself accountable and actually reporting back to you guys daily how I'm doing, then this is only going to help me, and you guys are going to hold me accountable. And so here we go. Day 1. Yeah, the other thing I'm thinking about is coffee, right? The caffeine piece. And I don't drink a lot of soda, but I drink a lot of coffee, and the coffee is not, I don't know. There's just so many different opinions. What's good for you? What's not good for you? I can't keep track. Is coffee good for you? Is too much coffee bad for you? How much is too much coffee? Is it, it dehydrates you? I get that. But I think water's the key. Definitely water, drinking lots of water. So a gallon of water a day, easy to do. And when I get into my water drinking habit and routine, I'm a machine. I love drinking water, and I think I can get that one done easy. 10 pages of reading is going to be hard. just because of the amount of time we have during the day and running back and forth. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can do it. I've got a few books on my nightstand that I need to get caught up and read, and so I should probably read 10 pages a night, right? Okay, so there it is in the progress pick. I'm going to do that. No cheat meals. So it's really easy to eat healthy once you get in the routine, and you can go out and you can just know what you're going to eat and what you're not going to eat. But making the time for the workouts and the alcohol, those are going to be the two things that are going to be something that I'm really going to need your guys' help in holding me accountable for. So, especially as we get into the springtime, and this is what we do here, right? We gather as friends and family, and we enjoy each other's company, and we have good wine, and we have tasty beer, and so it's gonna be a trick. But I have another motivation, however, that's gonna help me. And in addition to me feeling better and looking better, and me being more present and happy and you know, mentally more stable, all of those things. In addition to all of that, I also want to do it because there's so many things that are pointing me in the direction of like, hey, Mike, you need to wake up and get your health intact. And one of my best friends was just diagnosed with stage 2. It's large diffuse, what do they call it, lymphoma, right? And so he just started his first round of chemotherapy last week, and so he is going through the battle of his life right now. And he's not that old. He's 52, 50. How old am I? He's 53 maybe. So, my thoughts and prayers are with him and his family constantly as he's going through this. And so the least I can do to honor him is take care of myself, right? And so that's kind of my other motivation there. So we're gonna help him battle through this, and I need to be on my A game for my family at all times. And so I know that I'm not on my A game for my family when I'm not working out, when I'm not eating healthy. And so yeah, that's day one. Here we go. This is my I guess I'm doing it. It's gonna be tough. So, anyways, all right. So it's 8:19. I guess Joe Farley is not joining us today. Let me text him to see if he's getting in. Joe, where are you? Joe Farley. Joe Farley is the athletic director at Templeton High School, and he checks in with us usually 8:15 on Mondays, but he's running late, so coming on. I'm going to see if he is going to answer, and if not, then we'll have to reschedule him. All right, Ben says the Roosters were great. Did you have sound on your end, Ben? I didn't hear sound on this video. Let me see here. Let's try this again. Let's see if I get this video working for you guys, because it's really cool. I wonder if I just muted it on accident. Is that what I did? Irish Oaks Ranch. So let's see here. I should be hearing playback, and I'm not hearing any playback. So let's see why I'm not hearing. I wonder if my audio is QuickTime Player, services preferences. I'm wondering if my audio is not connected. Something happened funny over the weekend that made me so I can't play back my sound, and I've got to figure that out, because otherwise it's going to be a rough week of it, right? So lots of things to play back. The Irish Oaks Ranch audio and video that I wanted to show you. We had a ton of great footage from the football game that I wanted to show you. So this is another great example. I was able to catch all of the touchdowns, which were fun. Here is, what is that one? That's a Berna run. Berna going into the end zone. Just running like a beast. Yeah, so I caught all of the here's the first. I was able to catch all of the touchdowns on video, so that was fun. I posted them all onto the Morning Buzz, along with the score. 7-0 Eagles first quarter. Okay, here's 13-0. This, we already watched that one. This is 21-0. Is this another Berna run? There it is. Awesome. Okay, score 28. No, okay, let's start this one over. This is Tyler, I think. There he goes. Should I do like the ESPN? Or I'll do like ESPN, the Chris Berman. Okay, there we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, I don't know. I've never been good at sports announcing, I guess, but that's cool. That's a great run by Tyler right there. Whoop. Oh, one more. I entertain myself. Okay. This Kale. Whoop. I'm not going to stop doing it now. I'm just stuck doing it. Whoop, whoop. There he is. Boom. That was a great run, Kale. Oh, this is Pasquale. This is a fun one. These boys they played their butts off on Friday. It was so much fun to watch. Passing it to, everybody got to touch it. It's so cool. So that was the end of third quarter. We were at 42-0. The game ended 42-0 as well. I've got I lost my train of thought because I'm watching the chat, and Tony Domingo says, "Good morning. You should have an Assassin's report from Saturday night." Oh gosh. I don't know what it is about this game Assassins that these kids play, and if you don't know about it, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about it, but I'm going to talk about it because it's my show. I want to hate it because of what it is. It's literally a large Nerf war that these kids are playing with each other. But it's so damn like team building. These kids, they're having a blast doing it. And that's what we want. We want our kids in our community to just be together and have fun and build camaraderie and do cool things and have cool experiences together. So that's why I like this, even though it's like, oh man, it like dominates these kids. And look, coaches, the football team, the baseball team, nobody likes these guys, these kids playing this game, right? Because it's what they're all focused on. But it's just such a cool, funny, like positive thing that these kids get to do together. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, again, it's like the worst kept secret in Templeton, this Assassins game that these kids play. And it's a big Nerf war, right? And it's last man standing, and then they form alliances, and then they form fake alliances, and then they end up, double crossing each other. And it's ridiculous. So yeah, Tony, thank you so much for bringing that up. It's a funny game that these kids enjoy. But I need to get a report. There's an Instagram page. Maybe I'll look, but they report who gets killed. And so, yeah, maybe I'll get Ryan on to do a daily Assassins report. Well, it's like Hunger Games. It's really funny. Sorry. All right. Joe Farley says he got caught up on a call. He can get on in about 15 minutes. Okay, let's do it. Let's see. It's 8:26. Works for me. Get on when you can. All right. So Joe Farley is going to join us this morning to give us a update with athletics. Probably do a recap of Friday night's game. Talk about all of the things that he saw, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But yeah. So, anyways, Assassins. I know it's like you want to not let your kids play because it just consumes them, but then you want them to play because it's just something that they're just really all enjoying together. So I don't know. And there's safe places, right? So the market, Templeton Market's a safe place. The school's a safe place. What else? Any school events are safe places. Church, I don't know, is church off limits? Because our church is meeting outside on Main Street. So could like somebody do a drive-by on Noel if he's sitting out there? I got to find that out. And apparently I didn't play this in high school, but I don't think it was happening when we were in high school, but it's been happening for 10, 15 years. Everybody who's gone through Templeton in the last 15 years has been playing this. So Ben Swan, maybe you can tell me, did they play this when you were in high school in the late 80s, early 90s? Because they didn't play it at my high school. Or if they did, they didn't tell me because I maybe wasn't like one of the cool kids. I don't know. So Assassins, yes, that's what it's called. It sounds way meaner than it is. It's probably, I'm sure there's something politically incorrect and it's going to get canceled and everything else. But hey, I'm looking at it from the positive side. The positive side is it brings these kids together. It gives them some form of fun that is outside of their daily routine. And they just have a blast spending time together. So all things positive with that. But yeah, it was a crazy weekend because the game started on Friday. And I like Ben saying no recollection of Assassins. And I think he's just saying that. I think that's kind of how everybody says it. Like nobody wants to admit that they played it because they don't want to get in trouble, right? So I think it's the number one rule of Assassins is don't talk about Assassins. But yeah, the safe houses, there's just like different things. And there's one or two people that are in charge of it every year. And it's just, it's a thing. So anyways, Assassins, thanks for bringing that one up, Tony. What else did we talk about? So today's Monday, the 29th of March. We have a busy week of lots of sports and activities. Mr. Mack comes on every day at 7:30 to give us the rundown daily about what's happening. So he joined us this morning, talked about all of the things he's got going on. He does a sports briefing daily where he shows us all of the things that are happening. So here I'm sharing the screen. So this is he left something off and I don't remember what he left off, but basically this is what's happening this week. We have football versus AG on Friday, 7:00. That's a home game. We have Templeton Swim versus St. Joe's Tuesday at Atascadero. Baseball Wednesday the 31st versus Napomo at Napomo. Saturday versus Orchid. I believe that one's at home. Softball Wednesday and Saturday, both at Napomo, and then again at Morro Bay on Saturday. Volleyball kicks off this week tomorrow versus Paso at 4 and 5. So my wife is the JV volleyball coach. My daughter's playing volleyball. She's on the varsity squad. So I will probably wait. Am I even allowed? No, it's an indoor sport. We'll get clarification from Joe Farley today. But I don't think anybody's allowed inside. So But I do think that they set up the live stream, and so you could live stream. Templeton was an interesting mix of surfing cowboys. It still is. I think it still is an interesting mix of surfing cowboys and fishing people. Everybody goes fishing all the time too. I did notice that. We didn't do any of that in high school. I literally rode my bike around town, played basketball, played baseball, and tried to date girls. Like that's what I didn't like the water, so I never went surfing. But I went surfing with my friends, but I never actually surfed. I would just go with them. And so I wasn't a big swimmer. I didn't like water sports. I played baseball and basketball. That was what I did. And I worked at In-N-Out Burger, and that was fun. My first job I had actually was at the Paso Robles Golf Club. I was 14 years old. I lived on the first fairway, and I picked up range balls. And then all my friends were jealous because I got to drive the golf carts. And so I ended up basically having them meet me at my house every day after school. And anybody that wanted to drive the golf carts, I would let them drive the carts, but they would have to pick up the range balls. And so it was actually, so I was paid by the golf course to work and pick up range balls, but I got my friends to do it. And the trade-off was they got to ride in the carts and I collected the money and the job got done. Yeah. So that's the kind of friend I am. I just give. So that was my first job. I actually did some kind of catering thing here for a brief second for somebody. And then I got hired at McDonald's, and McDonald's was like the first real job. Everybody, the whole school worked at McDonald's. I feel like Jabbar Clark, this guy named Adam, Billy Thompson. Billy Thompson was my shift manager, Robbie Lewis. I mean, Eric Kaplan, Aaron Swangler, Artie Record, everybody that I grew up with worked at McDonald's. And so a year into it, I got a 10-cent raise at McDonald's, and I went, I wonder if anybody else is paying more. And then I found In-N-Out Burger. They opened up in Atascadero, and I got hired about a month after they opened up, and the rest is history. I loved In-N-Out Burger. It was such a great place to work. I worked there. I worked weekends, right? Saturday morning and Sunday morning. I was part of the cleaning crew. I would get there at 3 a.m. and scrub the parking lot with a deck brush. And then you think about the things that we used to do back then. We would have these cleaning products that clearly would not fly today. We're pouring them outside on the drive-through, like these chemicals, and scrubbing all of the oil spots, and then hosing them down and pressure washing, and the water's just going into the drains, and that does not fly these days. But so I was on the cleaning crew on the weekends because I had baseball, and so I could only work like one night a week during the week, and then I would have 2 8-hour shifts on the weekends. And so but I worked at In-N-Out through college, and after I quit college, I moved to LA and played music, and I worked at In-N-Out down there for a little bit. So I was just In-N-Out's always been one of those companies that's just near and dear to my heart, and the burgers are awesome. So yeah, what were we talking about? How did I get off on the In-N-Out tangent? I don't even remember. We were talking about surfing cowboys. Yeah. We still have surfing cowboys. It's a thing. And snowboarding too. That's the other thing that everybody likes. Snowboarding. Everybody goes to the mountain. I never did that as a kid. I was just working and playing sports. All right. So Joe Farley is going to check in with us. If you hopped on wanting to get the update from Coach Farley and thought you missed him, you didn't. He was on another call, and so he was backed up, but he's jumping on probably around 8:45 to give us an update with all things sports related for the high school. We'll check with him. We'll talk to him about the live stream, get an update on what events that will be live streamed this week. I have the girls from tennis coming on tomorrow morning. So if you want to listen to that one or watch that, girls from tennis, I think there's 4 seniors coming on tomorrow. to talk with us about their season, and we can get to know them a little. We have later on in the week, Shauna Soltero is she's the one that does the virtual Easter egg hunt. So she's coming on this week to talk about that. She's also got a son that plays soccer. And so she's a real life soccer mom. So we're going to have a soccer mom on the show to talk about boys soccer too. So that'll be cool. And then of course we'll get a baseball update this week, and we'll get a softball update, and maybe we can get a volleyball update too. That'd be kind of cool. What else is going on? So I didn't know that these kids are playing football on Friday night, and then they're doing a track meet on Saturday. That's pretty impressive. We had a couple. Mr. Mac's going to share it with me, but I guess Berna won a race on Saturday. He scored 2 touchdowns on Friday. Had a ton of yards. Running in pads, getting hit, taking hits, tackling, getting tackled. And then he turns around Saturday morning and goes out to a track meet and beats everybody in his race. And so pretty impressive. Chase Richards is another one that kind of does a double duty with track. Let's see here. Baseball. We talked baseball. Here's track. Okay. So great day out there for the Eagles. Personal bests and many athletes already inching towards new personal records. Awesome. So in the end, the boys won 55-18 and the girls lost 35-31. But John Nicholson took first in the 400 meter. His time was 56:53. So the 400 meters, basically one lap, almost one lap around. 56:53 was his time. And the 200 meter, which is what Berna saw or won, he ran it a 200 meter in 25:20. That's a new personal best record for him. Oh, I'm sorry. The personal best was in the 100 meter with a time of 11:30. So 11:30 throwing feet 8 inches and 138 feet 5 inches for the second week in a row. Track and field newcomers Kyle Asplund 5'8" and Mason Hockman 17 feet 10 inches 37 feet 9 inches dominated high jump and long jump. So Kyle Asplund did a 5'8" jump. That's great. So here's Chase Richards right here with the shot put. There's some of the high jumps. Okay. More track. All right. So Templeton girls softball lost on Saturday. They fell to Arroyo Grande. The Eagles lost 6-5 at home on Saturday. Okay. They gave up 4 runs at the top of the third, and then the Eagles answered back with 4 of their own, all tied up 5-5 going into the 7th. AG solo home run sealed the deal for AG. So they lost 6-5. Charlotte Fornes took the loss on the mound, pitching all 7 innings, striking out 5 and issuing 0 walks. Okay, Alex Dalen going 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Bella Backer was 2 for 4 with an RBI. Okay, here's freshman Haley Wallingford. So again, this is Mr. Mac's daily update. You can let me put his information here on the screen. Where nope, that's not it. Matt McFarland. Boom. If you want to subscribe to his daily newsletter, you can email him at mmcfarland@templetonusd.org. That gets you that newsletter. Okay. So it's 8:40 right now. We're going to check in with Joe Farley here when he gets into the chat room. Joe Farley's going to give us his update. And then we have 8:55, Mr. Anthony Reed with the 8 pass rolls, incidents, and actions. We talked about my health journey and my challenge. This is day 1, gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, no alcohol. I'm doing it. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. It's going to be a battle. 75 days. 75 days. This is day one. Got to start somewhere. Right? What else happened? Friday night, obviously the big game. Saturday, I saw a bunch of you guys out at 15C as Abby was playing music there. That was fun. And then yesterday, I got the chance to walk around Paso with the 14-year-old golf phenom, who is a buddy of mine's daughter, and she came in third. So she shot. She was 3 over yesterday. She was 6 over on Saturday, but it was so cool to watch here. This is her. She's 14. Let's just swing here. Yeah, I mean, she just crushes the ball. And these kids go around all around the state. This was the junior tour of Northern California. Tavia Burgess, who I got to walk with on yesterday. She came in third place overall. But these girls are just super competitive, and they hold themselves to such a high standard when it comes to every shot, right? And so they're very competitive, and but I was happy to see her. She was relaxed yesterday. She was composed, and they're 14, but they tour all around the state, and they play in these competitions, and they all know each other, and they're all kind of weaving in and out of first, second, third place all the time. And so it's a fun little community group that she gets to be a part of as a young athlete like that. She's a freshman. She plays at Granite Bay High School up in Sacramento, and so she's playing with the JVs right now, and I think she's going on to play with the varsities as well this year as a freshman. So cool. I was glad to be a part of that. Templeton's rankings for football were out over Max Preps. They're ranked 271st in the state currently. In the Central Division or Central Section, they're ranked number 27, and then in Division 4, they're ranked third, and that's the football rankings. And so, if you go on to maxpreps.com, if you're into stats and those types of things, you can see all of the stats for the Eagles, especially the game on Friday. Cale Lubnow, 56 yards rushing. Josh Berna, 133 yards rushing. Trevor Tanini, 22 yards rushing. Pasquale had 51 yards rushing. Tyler, obviously, 177 yards rushing. And Stelsley, 14 yards rushing. So Max Preps does a really good job. They break it all down. They have all of the stats you ever want to know about anything high school related, which, by the way, I don't want to talk too much about the Bearcats, but we have a good friend on the Bearcats who's just had a great game, Mr. Leo Kemp. And so I'm going to pull up his stats real quick and see if I can see their stats. Yeah, Leo box score. There we go. Bearcats beat the Tigers 29-22. They came from behind. They scored 15 points in the fourth quarter. And so let's see here. San Luis, that's the San Luis stats. I want Paso's stats. Where's the game stats for Paso? Paso has not entered any stats for the game. Well, that's a bummer. Paso, get on it. Enter your stats so we can see how your kids did. San Luis had their stats listed, but Paso did not have their stats listed. So, but that game sounds like it was a good game. Come from behind victory. All right. So Joe says he cannot get in. He's having problems joining. So he's going to try to join us later on this week. That's a bummer. All right. We're going to have to fix this. I hear you, Joe. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. We will get Joe Farley, athletic director, on at some point later on in the week to make sure that we get the athletics update from Templeton High School. So Joe Farley unable to join us this morning because of technical issues. So that's a bummer. Yeah, Paso's game. They came from behind. Maybe we should get somebody in from Paso at some point to talk about the game. Coach Carroll. I know this is a Templeton kind of vibe show, but I am a Bearcat, and so they are a North County school. Maybe we can give them a little love. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. Be interesting to talk to Coach Carroll, who we all know and love, but they beat San Luis, came from behind 29-22, scoring 15 points in the fourth quarter. So our game, we scored 13 points in the first quarter, 15 points in the second quarter, 14 points in the third quarter. We didn't score any in the fourth quarter, but we shut them out. We didn't let them score anything, so that was cool. It was a really fun game to watch. It did get cold, though. It got cold by the end of the day, the end of the night. So as soon as that sun went down, it got really chilly really quickly. So it's 8:47 in the morning. Today is March 29th. It's Monday. It's the fourth Monday of the Morning Buzz. Lots of stuff that we covered this morning. Mr. Mack came in. I talked about who we've got coming on the show this week. Talked about the CI flags. These flags are $37.50. If you're wondering, hey, those cool T flags that you see driving down Main Street in Templeton, I want one for my house, or I want one for my pickup truck, or whatever you want them for, get the T flags from me. You can email me at morningbuzzaroundtown@gmail.com. You can send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram. But I got the flags with me. They're $37.50. Profit about $13-14. All the profit goes to the Culture Initiative, which is a nonprofit for Templeton High School that funds different student activities. It's basically like the support group for kids that aren't represented by any other booster club or support group. So Culture Initiative is awesome. I'm proud to be a part of it, and the T flags are a great fundraiser. So get your T flags today. The other thing is Boosters has, I'm going to look up their deal right here, but Boosters is selling banners. Templeton, let me see, Templeton Athletic Boosters. Okay, so they're selling banners. Put that here. Put this here. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see it. You saw at the game, they're flying these banners. Let me turn the chat off so we get bigger. So it's just show your Templeton support and hang a Wings Up banner from your home or business. We green out Main Street on Fridays, so let's see the whole community display their Eagle spirit proudly. So these banners are available on Facebook on the Boosters Facebook page. It's THS Athletic Boosters is their page, but they are available now to order. They're 2 feet by 4 feet. This is what they look like, and here's what it looks like hung on a fence. And so you saw them hung on the fence at the football game if you were there, or if you saw the live stream, you probably saw it. They're $46 a piece. This is a fundraiser for Templeton Athletic Boosters. Again, you know, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but every year the Boosters, they have a number of different fundraising opportunities. A large portion of their revenue comes from obviously selling Boosters seats at football games, but also selling, Boosters memberships that get you into all of the sporting events, right? But you have seats at the football games. So they have that. They have a golf tournament that they put on every year, and then they have the concessions at the football games. Those are three major things, revenue generating opportunities that the Boosters has. But this year, because of the pandemic and all of the changes, they were unable to obviously raise a lot of the money that they typically would in a normal year. And they still have to fund different things and upkeep and all, those types of things. So they're coming up with alternative ways to raise funds, and one of those alternative ways is to sell these banners. And so these banners are $46 a piece. They're really cool. They say go fight, win on the bottom, wings up, $46, 2 feet by 4 feet. So go on to the Boosters website to buy those today. And their website is here, and they've got great they've got awesome swag too. I noticed. I love the new hats. These new hats are cool. It's a leather patch on it, but you see them. A few of the girls were wearing them over the at the game and stuff on Friday. So they've got a ton of cool swag. Sweatshirts. Speaking of sweatshirts, Mr. Max leadership group, the Spirit Shack, has a brand new Templeton football sweatshirt that has an American flag on the back. Those are for sale. So lots of cool Templeton gear. In addition to the flags and the banners, you can order all kinds of stuff. And obviously, these are fundraisers. All the money that's the proceeds, the profits that's generated, all goes to helping your kids' programs. And so lots of different ways to get involved in the form of volunteering, but also in the form of monetary support as well. So thank you for Templeton Athletic Boosters for everything that you do for all the kids. And thanks for giving us these opportunities to buy some of that cool swag too. So other announcements tonight, there's a Makers Night at the Gatherings Emporium in Paso. If you are a maker, if you've got arts and crafts things that you're working on, you want to go do it with other people, go to the Gatherings Emporium from 6 to 8. It's a Makers Night there. They host it on Mondays. And if you don't have a craft, but you want to start a craft, they're going to have stuff there for you to use to start your craft too. Obviously, this week's Holy Week. Go out to St. William's for Mass this morning at 10:30 if you feel inclined to do that. It's the Monday before Easter. They have a Mass there at the Catholic Church. There's a drawing class happening for ages 5 and 6-year-old right now at Centennial Park. It's a $100 class, but it's like a multiple session class. That's going on today from 3:15 to 5:15. So I believe you could still register and drop in if you're looking for something to do after school activities for young school age children's 5 and 6. And so more than welcome. That's Centennial Park, Paso Robles Parks and Rec. You can go on their website to get the details on that. So we're just about coming to the end of the show. We've got one more check-in with Mr. Anthony Reed from Paso Robles Incidents and Actions. Anthony, how are you, sir?
Doing well. I'm looking at the Elite Eight for college basketball. I'm pretty excited about this Elite Eight. I don't mean to get off topic here, but
let's spend some time on it. I'm not a March Madness fan. I'll admit I've never been a fan of college basketball.
Oh, really?
I eat, sleep, and breathe Notre Dame football.
Right.
We're diehard Notre Dame football fans in our house. I just never got into college basketball.
Huh. That's.
So do you have a team, or you have a new team every year with the bracket?
I just like the way it looks. I'm a UCLA fan. I'll just say that just outright. So, but I have a special place in my heart for USC this year because they have done like 3 of 5 of my surgeries. So I have a special place for them in my heart. So they're playing number 1 seeded in the nation, college basketball wise, Gonzaga, who is 28-0. So, and then also UCLA is playing number 1 Michigan. So, and then Baylor's playing Arkansas, and Oregon State is playing Houston. So I want both of the LA teams to be in the Final Four. But
Okay.
if I had to choose, I would say Gonzaga's going to get in, obviously because they're 28-0. But as I believe it was Vince Lombardi that said, any team can beat any team on any given day. So
Yep.
so hopefully USC wins, but most likely I think it's going to be
Well,
Gonzaga. So
so Templeton had a baseball player, Mac Lardner,
Mhm.
and graduated from Templeton and went to Gonzaga. So
Yeah.
he's an alum, and so I know that everybody's rooted for him and Gonzaga on the baseball program
Yeah.
from Templeton here in the last few years. But interesting. I can't. I mean, if USC was the last team on the face of the earth, I wouldn't root for them. I mean that's how much hate we have towards USC in our house. Actually, just the football team.
Yeah.
But it's Notre Dame USC is a strong rivalry. So
Oh yeah, I know all about it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But that's so yeah. But two LA teams in the Final Four could be fun.
Yeah, I watched both games yesterday. UCLA took over Oregon in overtime.
Mhm.
I watched that game yesterday afternoon, and also I watched USC beat I forget who they played, but they both won yesterday. So it was cool to see both LA teams go into the Elite Eight.
So there's 8 teams left.
Mm-hmm.
And they play this week sometime. Do we know when they play?
I know that UCLA or USC plays Gonzaga tomorrow at 5:15. So I'm assuming it'll be tomorrow and following.
Okay, so then by the weekend we'll know who's going to be in the Final Four.
Yeah.
And then where's the? Do they have spectators this year? Did you notice?
Yeah, they did actually. I think everything is opening up at between 20 and 25% capacity.
Okay.
So I did notice between both games that I watched yesterday, that being UCLA and USC, they had spectators kind of obviously like almost up in the rafters, like just so they're not near where anybody else.
Got it.
Yeah, they weren't like the cardboard cutouts that you see in baseball. So
right,
there was actually live people there. So
and baseball kicks off this week too.
It does, yes.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
exciting. So the world of professional sports is fun, and college is a lot of fun too. So
Yeah.
I'm a Dodgers guy, so go Dodgers. Hopefully we can repeat this year. Be fun to watch. Hey, it's 8:59. Anything going on out there?
No, it's pretty much just a quiet Monday to start out the week, at least. It is for the time of our show. So nothing really going on as of right now. So everything's
awesome.
Yep.
Easy breezy.
Yep, so far.
All right. Well, you have a good day, and we'll check back with you tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Anthony. All right, Anthony Reed, Paso Robles Incidents and Actions. If you have any incidents to report, he posts them on his Facebook page that has over 6,000 people that are following that page. So his number is 805-423-1541. Check with him on that page to see all the latest and greatest things that are happening. So, hey, it's 9 o'clock. We made it, the Monday edition of the Morning Buzz. We are wrapped up. It was a great Monday. It's the sun is shining. The weather's changing. It's springtime, which means that new beginning, right? It's Monday. Every day is a new beginning, but today is the new beginning of a week, and the sun is shining. And so go out and make it a good day. Be nice to each other, because everybody's battling something, and life is short. And it's just, anything that you can do to bless others and give people some joy in their life, make sure that you're doing that. That's it for me today. Hope you guys have a great day, and we will check back with you guys